and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding. I'm gonna stream for people who want to see me stream. Oh my god. Who here receives butt? You know, it's a good show. 12 Ounce Mouse. I'm like the only person in the world who likes that show, but it's fucking good, okay? I'm probably never gonna make a video about it, but it's a good show. It's a good MS Paint classic. Ooh, that's loud as hell on my end. Whoops. Boom. Alright, now I gotta try to convince people to watch. I'm starting. Come watch me play Portal 2 and make bad jokes. That's what it sounds like when I type out a tweet. I type it in a very boring voice. Greetings, friends. I'm gonna make sure people get the link if people want to join. And where else can I? All right. Now I've successfully annoyed enough people that I can I can start playing a game. The audio level should be fine because I already fucking did it. Already did it. Where's my guitar? I do not have my guitar. Alright, I'm gonna finish Portal 2. And nobody's gonna watch because nobody's here, but I'm gonna finish Portal 2. I'm gonna complain about Portal 2. Because I don't think it's that well written. The first half had some good moments. There were some good jokes. No, only like 2 things made me laugh. Anything with Wheatley was decent, but all this stuff with GLaDOS was fucking annoying. I'll see how I feel about the second half. I think this is the second half. It could be closer to the 2/3 mark, but regardless, there's still enough level left that we can play the game. You know, people say a lot about my voice, but you know what? I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I enjoy jumping through hoops. This is Jumping Through Hoops, the game. Yeah, I've always found it weird, you know, doing voiceover for my videos. It's kind of awkward because, like, I'm just reading a script, but when I talk, I sound like this. This is what I sound like when I'm just talking. I sound a bit more... sound a bit weirder, but I also sound like a wiener. It's because I'm a wiener. And so, like, when I talk in my videos, I kind of feel like I have the affectation of, like, Anita Sarkeesian in her videos. That whole, like, today we're going to be talking about blah, 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 blah. You know? Because that's exactly what she sounds like. Blahs and everything. Boom. But in streams and in just casual conversation, I sound more like this, like a wiener, like a fresh weenie. Where the fuck, what? Is this the way? Is this door open? Nope. I like to bunny hop even though it doesn't actually change the speed of the way you run in this. Just in case, I'm gonna put that down there. Or up there, really. Yeah, so Portal 2, this is the part where things get quiet. And I like this. I like quiet time in games. We just had a climactic moment where Wheatley threw us down a trash compactor, basically. Now we get to see probably the coolest visual moment in the entire game, which is this giant fucking vault door that you have to open up and then walk inside. I really like this bit, visually speaking. And the whole early Aperture Science section of the game is very visually interesting in general, so credit to them for that. Alright, so boom. Wait, no, like that. And then this massive fucking door opens, right? I'm gonna stand back so I can watch it in all of its glory. And just seeing this happen, especially on the Source engine, like the amount of like effort put into this, just giant fucking vault opens, and it's so cool and it's so ominous. And I really felt the first time I played this that this is like, I was really stumbling upon something really fucking exciting. And I love how after all this fucking giant vault, there's just this tiny door. It's just a door. It's just a little door. I think that's adorable. Haha. And anyways, yeah, this early section of the early Aperture Science section, I just got redundant, of the game, is really impressive visually, and really helps sell a darker tone to the game that was sort of lacking in the previous sections of the game. Like, up until this point, it's been mostly comedic, with very few dark elements. This is the Portal 2 equivalent of Portal 1's escaping Aperture Science moment, where you, like, realize that you can get out of the main halls of the facility into the infrastructure and stuff. This is that, but for Portal 2. And so, like, it has this, like, genuinely discovering a secret sort of quality to it. And I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of that was undermined by, was undermined by, well, what we're about to experience. Some science. Oh no. Oops. Hi. Just letting them talk for a bit. Wow, hardest puzzle in the world. I love going through that. Oh, well, it's not an O, it's a aperture.
I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Alright, time to complain. So Cave Johnson is considered one of the best parts of this entire game, of this entire series, and I have mixed feelings. With the dark tone that we just had with all these visuals and the early aperture science labs and stuff like that, discovering pre-recorded messages of the CEO of Aperture Science telling you a bunch of propaganda stuff genuinely could make for a really compelling story, a really compelling, like, rediscovering a lost world story where you sort of learn about why they failed and you also sort of learn about the dark undertones of it. But they play it off for laughs so consistently that this becomes like really improper comedy in a portion of the game where comedy would not be useful. Like if we look at Portal 1 and the ending of Portal 1 where you get out of the facility, there is an element of comedy, but the comedy comes from a desperation where GLaDOS has become, you've finally proven that GLaDOS is self-aware, and now you have the upper hand, but then eventually you stop hearing from her, and then she goes from, you know, passive-aggressively trying to kill you to actively trying to kill you. And when she goes to actively trying to kill you, it stops being funny and it starts being disturbing. And the final boss fight isn't really funny at all. It's mostly just dark and miserable. And so Portal balances that tone between dark and comedic so well that it ends on a note that makes you feel like it wasn't really a comedy game so much as a really dark satire that has a sort of comedic bent to it. This is a comedy game. This stuff makes it into a comedy game when it could have had a similar balance, or it could have gone even further with some of the dark elements. Instead, they went all out with the comedic elements, and I don't think it works. You might think it's hilarious. I think it's totally dissonant, and I think that, you know, the parts that are funny are despite the tone of the game and not in line with it. Like, I really think Wheatley should have been the highly emphasized part of the comedy of the game, and then once you're away from Wheatley, and now that he's basically betrayed you, this should be like the moment where it should be the moment where, like, you don't have that comedic tone anymore. Instead, this is the moment where you feel sort of like betrayed, and so it feels like a low point, and then the low point should be portrayed tonally too, rather than this consistently comedic tone that becomes at odds with the actual fucking, like, plot. Like, this is the point in the story where you should feel hopeless and fucked over, and instead it's a comedy thing. And they could have balanced dark humor into a more serious tone with the early Aperture stuff, because I feel like the imagery is very serious and tonally dark. But the consistently dorky, quirky joke stuff really undermines, like, the tone of the game and really turns it into a comedy game. And as a comedy game, it doesn't work as well as it would with that mix. Also, somebody mentioned Cave Johnson sounds like J.K. Simmons. For the record, Cave Johnson is played by J.K. Simmons, so... Yep. Oof. Where's... Boom. Uh-oh. The co-op is pretty well written, as far as I remember.
Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
I can hit some pretty high notes. Sounds terrible, but I can do it. That goes into my fucking apartment when I do that, and it might piss off my neighbors. I am here.
This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
See, that joke is mildly amusing, but it just, like, I don't know. They could have pulled it off. They could have pulled it off the same punchline without the obnoxious, like, playfulness of the character. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a prude. Maybe I just have bad taste in comedy, but I prefer cynical dryness for something that has dark undertones. I don't like it being played off so lighthearted when it's like a guy fucking died. Like a guy broke his legs, and I don't get what's supposed to be particularly funny about that. I mean, like, I get why that could be a dark comedic joke. I don't get why that's funny to Cave Johnson, is what I'm saying. I don't know. This is where I'm gonna get all of my hot takes out, as people like to call it.
You're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
See, one of the jokes here is the mismanagement angle. Like that they're horribly mismanaged and that he's like an incompetent CEO. And again, it works hypothetically, but then it just meshes poorly with the tone of the fucking game. But I am what we in the business call a wiener. So don't take my opinions with a pinch of salt and some mustard. There we go. There's the spot. Where do I go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go now? I'm so sorry that I subjected you to that small cover of Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. I almost said Smells Like Teen Spirit. I am not gonna confuse that. I live a fucking hour away from where Kurt Cobain grew up, so like I'm a Nirvana. I'm a nerd for Nirvana. A Nirvana.
Pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Could you imagine if I wrote a comedy game, given my sense of humor, every character would just call themselves a wiener and say I'm gay a lot, and there'd be dogs. I don't know what else there is to say. That's the gist. That's the bulk of what my game would be. Oh, here we go. Boing. Put it here. Eat fucking wieners. God damn it. Oh, here we go. I like this. I like the architecture of this area. Like of this whole game in general. Like but specifically like the early Aperture stuff. I really like the whole like feeling of it being like a factory and not like a clinical science place. Like, because I like Portal 1 a lot, and I like the visuals of Portal 2 in general, but this section is by far the highlight of like the visual component of Portal 2. Just seeing the infrastructure. Whoa! Blocks. What does that do? That's what it does. Bounce for dear life.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
See, when I snapped, that's when the joke could have stopped and would have worked. That's, again, Portal 2's problem is that the joke goes on too long. The punchline should just be, do not cover yourself in the repulsion gel. Because first of all, it leaves it up to the imagination what it can do, and that's funnier. And second of all, it makes you want to try to cover yourself in it somehow. And like, see, it's like more playful if they leave it to your imagination. I don't know. I'm a complainer. I'm gonna snap whenever the joke would have worked if it could have stopped there.
Because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of
could have ended there. See, I could like do an edit of all these jokes where I cut it halfway short.
Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
There's so many ways that, you know, I could make an edit where I cut the jokes in half, and then it would seem like a much fucking funnier game to me, at least. But remember that pinch of salt. Stuff it in your back pocket if you need to. What? What? Oh, you know what? There's like gel somewhere. Boom. Oh no. Punch, kick, giant dick. See, because if they didn't tell you that I can hurt you and just left it to your imagination, you just go like this, haha, fun. And it would be like funny. It'd be funnier. How the fuck do I get this? Boom. Now where do I go? Just in case I need to fucking do this. Splat. Going for it. Woohoo! Good music.
Coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we could track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
See, that joke was fine. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a joke critic, but like people were mad at me when I was talking about Portal 1, and they're like, "Why don't you talk about Portal 2?" And I'm like, "Because I don't think it's that well written." Like my video about the writing of Portal 1 is emphasizing that the writing is really well done. It's not so much about whether or not it's funny, so much as like whether or not it's well written. And for me, there's some funny bits in this game, but it's not a really well written game altogether. That's how I feel.
If you're part of control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Again, the dark comedy feels a little out of place. I don't know. Damn it. Damn you! Oh, here we go. Hell yeah, get the fuck out.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
So they could have stopped at the don't make eye contact bit. I don't know. I hate being this prudish about the comedy, but like the thing is, you know, like a good joke needs a setup and a punchline, right? And the more punchline goes on, the less it punches. When it's punchy enough, it can make you laugh, but when they keep going with it, it goes from being, you know, clever and funny to being fucking awkward. I don't know. It's millennial humor. Millennials, those goddamn millennials, am I right? Like, literally, if you were to see the videos that I think are funny, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, because, you know, I'm weird with my taste, right? So, like, I accept that my sense of humor might just be different from other people, and I'm not judging you if you think this game's fucking hilarious. I just think it's so not funny, except for the stuff with the broken turrets and the stuff with Wheatley. And the one joke that made me laugh really hard earlier was, warning, neurotoxin levels at dangerously unlethal levels. That was a good joke to me. Oops. I think I was supposed to go this way. I need to go find that myself. The big boy right there. Let's see what happens if I do that. Hell yeah. I like to say hell yeah a lot lately, if I'm being real. Now where do I go? Gosh darn it. Golden beats ain't none. I mean, I think Xavier Renegade Angel is fucking hilarious, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's one of the funniest shows ever written. And that show is just bad puns. Like, those Those dogs were decorated. Look at this place. What have you ever decorated? Shit like that. That shit's funny to me. Oh, there we go.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm the beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Another aspect of the issue is like they didn't need a commentary for that. They don't need a commentary for any time I do anything. Like GLaDOS is fine to shut up for a bit in the first game. But I feel like the script, I don't know, I feel like they got too self-conscious and they thought that they needed to like fucking say jokes constantly. This feels like a bit too much like you can just sort of brute force it. I kind of love this moment though. I always thought this is one of the coolest moments in the game. Time to clean this shit up. I like how it just instantly. Yeah, I remember this one pretty well, actually. I remember you're supposed to make it... Whatever, I'm not gonna explain it. Just gonna do it. Do it. Anybody like my reference that I just made to fucking... Damn it. Fuck. I made a reference to the prequels, the Star Wars prequels. Anyone seen the Star Wars? Anyone here? Seen Star Wars? What a classic. Yeah, it's this little independent feature.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? I use this subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
See, that joke would have been fine if you said science isn't about why, it's about why not. I don't know. People always say like the Cave Johnson bits are the best bits, and I'm like, it's kind of miserable. Like, it doesn't work tonally, and it's not very funny, and it goes on forever. I mean, I like this section of the game gameplay wise, but the writing is so lacking to me. Like I feel like I could have made edits to the script and then. I don't know. Maybe it's just the humor. It's just not my humor.
Made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Amateur Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
I do like the stuff with Carolyn, though. I like Carolyn. Aperture Science. We do the best because we can. You know, I'm not even that big of a fan of that song. This is a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. Hi, person. I'm playing Portal 2. Woo! Woohoo! Ha ha! Yay! Ha ha! What the fuck am I doing right now? Oh, is the door open? Hell yeah. Fucking did it. Close it. Close it. No! I have energy today. For the first time in weeks. Because school is out. My singing voice is so bad that it's good. I'm kidding. What? Okay. Even though you broke my heart and killed me. It's hard to actually sing that sometimes. What am I doing? And there's no use crying over every mistake. We just keep on trying till we run out of cake. I don't know all the lyrics. Also, I don't like that song. I'm singing it because it's stuck in my head now, but I actually don't like that song very much. I think it's kind of annoying. I don't have much tolerance for whimsy. My whimsy tolerance is low. How the fuck do I fuck? Shit. Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe I'm supposed to go back out here. I can't. Now I'm literally stuck in here. Boom! Oh. Well, sheesh. Damn you. I'm bad at games, okay? I'm bad at them. I admit it. I was at the scene of the crime. Boom. Ha! Get your shit. Gosh, I love the fucking visuals. I love 1971. Still the best. 1973. That was an NES Godzilla creepypasta reference.
I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
This guy right here. He's a wacky guy. And dead. I didn't even die, they just reset the game for me. Thanks. Saves me the trouble. Because you know I'm all about that bass. No trouble. I'm all about that bass. You know what I like? I like giant walls.
I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Is there a button I missed?
Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you.
Boom.
So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me?
See, that's the first passive-aggressive line of GLaDOS that isn't fucking annoying.
We'll call things even between us. No hard feelings. Please get it off me.
I want to hear what she says if I don't.
Beating me.
Oh well.
Get it off me.
I will.
Thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say?
See, that's a good dark humor joke.
Back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
What the fuck? Really? That's some bullshit. Some bullshit. And some bullshit sauce? Yeah.
And you're it.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to...
That what I was doing wrong? Yep.
chance to burn up in the atomic fire.
Ta-da!
Little idiot is going to...
The reunion.
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60. Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
I wonder what that means, huh? See, I would have liked it if they didn't make it that clear that she's Carolyn. They just kind of left it open a little. But alas, we live in hell. I love this bit. This bit's a lot of fun. Love the red gel. Oh, I just saw me for the first time in the game. What the fuck? How am I supposed to make it back up there? Let me press a button. Nope. See, I see now. Blue. And orange. Hell yeah. Now that's some good design ideas right there. Too easy. I knew it all along. Hell yeah. Bench. Who's the bench in here? I'm the bench.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
Oh, this part is fun. You have to use both. That's obviously gonna be the red gel. And then the blue gel. Hell yeah. Blue. So I have to shoot the orange one there. That's not... Never mind. So I need to shoot the orange one over there, right? No. Like that. Orange one. Go over here. Woohoo. Boobia. Haha.
Astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian.
My bad jokes.
This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
Well, I'm glad you recognize his voice. That's famed actor J.K. Simmons.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your...
I remember this one being a lot of fun.
Put some science stuff in you, then put you back together. Good as new.
how do I do this? Do I go over here first? This is the kind of stuff I love from the Portal series, is when it gets really intricate like this. This is better puzzle design than anything in the first game, I would argue. So they want me to go the other way then. So it's like that. And then where do I go when I get out of it? It's incorrect. So I want to shoot stuff in there and then... Where does the other one go? What the hell? Maybe it does that. Or maybe it's there. I need to put some gel on that one. Ha! Not the ideal. Ooh. Alright, I get it. Need to get the box from up there, which requires bouncing off of that. So we go like that. And then on this side, I do this. And on this side, I do that. I missed it, so I do it again. Oh, hell yeah. drop that box. And I'm done
There's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity.
with that part. I'm not done with the game. I still have to beat the game.
Is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
My hair is a lion-esque
Thank you. I can't believe
mane.
for staggering your way through aperture
It's a
science
rug.
and gel
It's a
tech.
rug upon my head.
Real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so
I don't think it's my game that's being laggy.
I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard, dirt?
Alright, let me look at the... Let me see how it's looking. Yeah, I see a bit of lag. That's... Alright, back to the game. I don't know what I can do about that. Sorry. Shoot. Shoot that motherfucker. Show that motherfucker how you shoot. What? What's the point of this? What is this madness that I behold with my own eyes? Zoom, where's the Z button? Zoom. There's no Z button. What the hell? Booyah! Oh, I'm back where I started. Oh my ass. There we go.
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or, oh my god,
Maybe I am her.
you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
I like this section of the game a lot. This part's really interesting. Really like the white gel. It's one of the best components of this game. The classic, completely unnecessary fucking valves that smash things. What even is that supposed to be in a factory setting? I don't even know. Don't even know what I'm doing up here, but I'm doing it. What did I gain from this? That's what I thought I was supposed to do anyways.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center.
Cough.
Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway, ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
Aww. It's me and my husband. Me and my robot husband. Finally. A game with some proper representation of me and my robot husband. Finally, a game for me. Oh, I wonder what's up there. Oh well, can't reach it. Bet you I can, though. Who was that? Damn. Remember to shoot the blue one if I have to. Damn it. Damn, I can't do it. Where am I headed? The blue one. Oh no. Yep, I lost it. I love this part of the game. The moon gel is so awesome. I love it. Now where am I headed? Oof, oof. What am I doing here? Something like this? Because I don't think that would work. Yeah, no. Where do I have to go to get that shit? Where do I go? Where do I go? What am I doing? I don't... Why does this one always take me forever? I feel like this one should be obvious, but nope. I'm just a wiener. Don't mind me. How do I launch the fuck off of this? How do I launch? What the hell? Oh, you know what though? That's what I'm missing. You could be my backseat gamer. You remember that song, Backseat Driver? What a hit!
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down. The point is, if we can store music on a compact...
I like that GLaDOS is a fangirl of Cave Johnson. I think that's kind of cute.
So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on...
They could have had a great meta commentary if they went that route the whole time.
And I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Yeah, put her in my computer. I don't care. Alright, test over.
Wink, wink, goddamn. They're just really not even trying to hide the fact that Caroline is GLaDOS. Why did I say Caroline when it's Carolyn in the game? It's weird because Caroline is... I feel like I knew someone named Caroline, but I think her name might have also been Carolyn. And also just Caroline, the Amine song, and also Caroline from Outkast. Good song, by the way. Outkast is a good... Roses, or... yeah, I don't remember. I think I'm supposed to, like, have some sort of gel. Or just do that. Whatever. Caroline. Caroline. I'm terrible at singing. Do not ask me to sing. In your face. I like this bit right here. That's really fucking cool. I was supposed to like place a portal there, but instead it's just like whatever. Realize. I don't remember all the lyrics actually. Damn it. Orange portal. Boom. Once you see a door like that, you're like, oh, that's a loading screen. Valve by 2011 could have done something about the obvious segue section of map. They could have done that. Something about that.
That crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink. It's a good song. It's stuck in my head now. Thanks, game. And it is the game's fault, by the way. That's a good bounce. What am I doing?